Lauren sent me the Wendy Williams doc to watch at 4 a.m. and said, sis, it went up. We got to watch. And I'm like, you must not have a baby. She don't know what it's like to wake up at 4 a.m. with a 5-month-old baby. Molly looking at me like, we about to watch Wendy? I'm like, no. So tell me what I needed to watch that was so important.
Okay, so the Wendy Williams doc that TMZ did on Tubi, it's called Saving Wendy Williams, dropped today. And they got into a ton of stuff. But most importantly, because it just talks about, her getting out of conservatorship. People have been trying to figure out how she got into this conservatorship to begin with, and what's the issue with her family, her son, and why didn't that work out. So let's take a listen to Wendy talking about her son in Wells Fargo.
In September of 2022, Wells Fargo, your bank, said you were the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation with respect to your money. Who is the person that was doing this?
My son is a good person, but at this point, he is a horrible person to me. And what is going on with these other people at my apartment in Miami? What are you doing? Oh, you spent on what? And what is going on at Wells Fargo?
There was a situation where Kevin says he wanted to rent a boat for his birthday for $1,500 and ended up getting a boat that rented out for $113,000.
Jesus.
And he blamed it on the bank, that the bank wanted him to have that. That never really made sense to me.
Nor me.
Is Kevin rap too tight? Like, what's
The son
I thought you about to say it's Kevin Rap.
I'm saying I'm saying he balling like he rapping, but I'm saying like, is he
like, it makes no sense, right?
At all, or like, what do you mean the bank wanted you to have $100,000 for a boat?
I have no idea. They didn't really get more into what that statement was that Harvey said that he made.
Is Kevin on the doc?
Little Kev is not on the doc, and they say that he does deny all of everything that is being alleged, but he can't do the doc because of however the conservatorship or guardianship is set up. He's not able to come on camera and speak.
So maybe the bank did a good call by making sure that her money is protected and people are not just spending her money, right?
Well, you make a good point, because Wendy gets into that as well, because there were things happening with people that were around Kevin and Wendy's money too. Let's take a listen to that.
Somebody pretended to be me, and it wasn't anybody in my family. It happens to be a person that I was introduced by my son, and it's a woman approximately my age group. It's nobody from the family. Listen, this woman called on the phone pretending to be me. Red flag, Wells Fargo, red flag, red flag. And so red flag, thank God, they stopped all of the money that had been stolen from me by these people.
They don't got nobody else can score these things. What is this music?
Damn.
The music be making everything sound so crazy.
So deep and so dark. And
we can't get the Alchemist to score this. Metro Boomin, somebody.
It's TMZ, okay? It's not as much seasoning over
Jesus
there, all right?
Christ.
The Alchemist.
My God.
But yeah, so Envy, to your point, Wendy at that point said when all of that was happening, she was like, wait, hey, bank, come on in here. I might need y'all. And that's how she ended up in this conservatorship situation. She talked about not really understanding what a conservatorship was and how it worked. And then, boom, now she's in this, what she calls a luxury prison. So it seems like she set these guardrails up for herself in wanting to make sure that what was happening with her money, because she said in the doc, her family don't get into her money and she don't get into theirs. And it's always been that way. She thought she was putting protection in place for herself because things were happening. She loves her son, but things were happening.
Damn.
Now, she does also talk about the A&E documentary. Not she doesn't, but they talk about it in the Tubi documentary, because they talk about the fact, Charlamagne, you brought this up before, of where was the guardian during all this time? Now you have this lawsuit. Let's take a listen.
There are some people who say the main reason the Guardian is being so restrictive is that the Guardian took a lot of heat for allowing Wendy to do that Lifetime documentary when she was under the influence of alcohol, and the Guardian wasn't there to protect her when it was being filmed, and this is an overreaction to that.
I would be disappointed in that Guardian, that she's punishing Wendy for her lack of oversight.
All of this happened under the watch of the Guardian, who is there to protect my aunt. When all of this comes out, the person at the center of this in terms of having the final say and the sign off is the Guardian. I don't think it takes a whole lot to put the pieces together here with that.
Oh, that was Alex? Alex,
Yeah, that was
Wendy's
Alex
niece?
Finney, yes.
Alex Finney.
Yeah. So now that I think that part is crazy to me, because if that is the case, right, and that will come out, I did reach out to Robbie Kaplan, who is the attorney for the Guardian in the Annie lawsuit, to figure out, like, are they going to say something in response to that? Because if that is the case, that's crazy. That's not Wendy's fault that she didn't have the foresight to see a lot of these things.
Yeah, but it's obvious. If you are the Guardian and then you're complaining that, you know, people took advantage of her during this whole situation, where was you?
Right.
If you were the
What you
Guardian
doing
at
your
the
job,
time.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, now they get into a lot of other stuff in this doc as well too. They talk about her having a sober coach after and how her life's going to be after. It's definitely worth the watch.
But we don't want people to lose focus that, you know, the documentary is about how she got into this guardianship in the first place.
Yes, 100%. And I think it does a good story of showing she just needed help and she thought she was saving herself, and it completely went the wrong way. It shouldn't have went this way. Now moving on to the next thing. Jess, we were talking about this earlier. The Jacquees stage low. Yep.
She was going off. She went off on your mother.
What your mama do?
What your mama do?
Not my mom. It's just, that's just how Jess be talking. Not what your mama do.
Mama be in people business too, Jess?
No, wow. Not Mama LaRosa. No, that's my girl. No.
My mom can't
what
stand
happened?
people business, huh?
What happened?
So Jacquees and Dej Loaf, they're dropping part 2 of the F for Friend Zone. It's an album that they did back in 2017 that was real successful. They're dropping it on Valentine's Day, so they've been running around doing promos, it's photos, hanging out. Now, at the time when they did that first run of the album, there were rumors that they were dating. There was something lovey-dovey there, never confirmed. But now you know he's with DeAndrea Sanders, and people have been commenting on his posts like, yo, what's up? Like, where's your wife? Why is she not with you when this was a person that you allegedly used to have a little situation with?
Right.
That's the crazy thing, right? As an artist, you know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes things can happen for like promotion or publicity stunts, but when you out here doing interviews about your real life and you saying that you about to get married to the person that just had your baby and all of that kind of messes with publicity stunts like this. You know what I mean? And then your girl ain't too happy about it because she wasn't in on the stunt.
Oh, nah. She commented on stuff and she said she wasn't allowed to be in the pictures and things of that nature because Dej Loaf was intimidated. So DeAndre has been taking some shots online, including taking a shot at his mom. I will say, though, I reached out to a source close to the situation because I said, if I get on air and report this is a publicity stunt, I'm going to be pissed. And they told me this is not a publicity stunt. In real life, she is upset.
Wow.
Damn. And what happened with the mother real quick? We ain't got enough time. What did he say about the mother?
Oh, real quick, DeAndre just told his mom to mind her business, and you need to say thank you because I've been putting Jacquees on. I allow him to go on my dad's show. Don't make me talk about how you allegedly stealing your son money and hiding his son money. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back in my bubble. To sum up what DeAndre has been saying.
Jesus.
Straight at the mom.
Crazy.
But to be fair, his mom started it. She posted
She
an
definitely
interview
jumped out there.
talking about the situation. So
She jumped out there.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess, and that's a good conversation. You know, would you mind if your man or your woman was working with their ex? Like, would you have a problem, right? If because they allegedly dated before, they allegedly had relations, would you mind
This closely working with.
Correct. Would that be a thing? We'll talk about it after Donkey. Charlamagne, what you got for Donkey today?
Oh, man, I need a political analyst named Dominique Trippier to come to the front of the congregation. He has some interesting things to say about Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance.
All right, we'll get to that next, and then we'll take your calls. 800-585-1051. Would you be comfortable with your partner working with their ex? That close. Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.